Hello everyone, it's Fluffy, and I got another game against Arya. Once again, it is tier 2, with the only difference is the map. This map is from Wharf to Wilds, and here we go, another Max vs. Eagle. Let's begin. Normal infantry phase. I go for my airport first because I like getting that capture chain early on. And normally I would go for this property first, maybe I can take this mountain property. But against Max, I don't think I can hold this property at all. So I decided just to go for head left instead, so I can perhaps rush up to this property instead, where I can more safely get it. My opponent decides to go for the center one first. I decide to go for it second, just to not have it denied from me. There's the attempt to move on to the mountain. Well, to get this mountain property, as I call it. And I get an artillery. I still like artillery. And I think some people say artillery is a trap against Max. To some degree it is true, since Max can easily one-shot them. But this area can be somewhat choky, especially around these 2 points. So perhaps I can block the path and have my artillery sit behind. Just make it hard to shift units from one front to the other. At least that's the plan right now. Battlecopter. I wanted to interrupt, I really did. But I chose not to because I didn't want to just lose an infantry right there. Get an anti-air. Get a tank over here to respond to that anti-air. Is this artillery a little aggressive? Perhaps. A recon. I decided to get a battlecopter because perhaps I should have focused on getting more tanks. I guess I felt more confident attacking this with my anti-air nearby. But if the battlecopter attacks from this property, it isn't actually covered. Already pressuring this property. This might have been a mistake over here. Probably better to just send this infantry and kill it, rather than my anti-air. Because... tank. So I built a second anti-air in case the first one goes down. But that does mean I now have a severe tank shortage on the left side. Okay. I thought I could get some value by trying to capture this. It didn't work out exactly as I planned, but I saw a tiny opportunity here. if I kill that infantry, my tank does have the movement to reach that anti-air, and then I could just block the anti-air so this battlecopter is safe right now. So I'm actually pretty happy about this, and because I didn't lose this anti-air, I'm starting to feel pretty confident on both the left and the right side. I pretty much just want an anti-air over here. And for the most part, I still have this area mostly under my control. Only losing one property, but that's to be expected against Max. My artillery takes a few shots. And I kill off that anti-air, I'm pretty happy. I get a shot with this artillery, I'm pretty happy about that as well. And I slowly start moving back my anti-air over here because anti-air can't face off against tanks. So I'm still wondering what I should do with this battlecopter. And I was not paying attention to the max power. Max gets +1 movement during his normal power for his non-infantry direct units. So while I did win an anti-air, I just threw away a battlecopter, which offsets the free anti-air I pretty much got. And against Max, you typically don't want to trade even against Max, because Max will just grind you down with superior firepower. And what happened on the left? I actually thought this anti-air was safe here. I saw the movement range of this. I said this is a forest, so with this infantry in the way, it won't have 7 movement is not enough to reach the anti-air. But they went with a different tank to hit that anti-air. But I continue fighting because I wanted to hit that battlecopter with my anti-air. I also decided to take a shot at this anti-air because, well, it's the best choice I have over here. Built a medium tank so I can start pushing these light tanks back. And I do not think me pushing my units up here was worth it. I think that was definitely a bad play to keep trying to fight into this. And I believe this is very clever from my opponent to go in anyway despite the lightning strike, because this attack right here really puts me in a bad position because I don't have the units to have a strong lightning strike. And things are looking pretty bad. And then I realized, why do I keep trying to press forward and attack? Max doesn't care about lightning strike, he's just going to keep running in to attack because that's what Max does. And so I decided, okay, maybe I've been playing Eagle wrong this whole time. Maybe instead of trying to pick off engagements here and there, I decided to switch to Plan B. And Plan B is just hunker down. Unfortunately, I have to send my anti-air in to get rid of that battlecopter, otherwise that battlecopter will shred through all my vehicles here. But now I can finally start plan B, which is hunker down and just build unit count. Because the thing about Eagle, income doesn't really matter much if Eagle has enough units. What Eagle needs is unit count, well, unit count that can benefit from Lightning Strike, so each of those units could do more damage. So I decide I can lose a few properties here and there, I just need a really strong Lightning Strike to turn the game around, because clearly I did not have the vehicles to do a strong Lightning Strike in this game, because I've just been constantly trading against Max, of which Max will always win the trades due to the day-to-day. So that was something that I should have been doing much sooner. Max gets 2 Neo Tanks. I'm not too worried about it. I think my battlecopters can take care of it, I just need enough of them. But from previous games, I have lost due to me just hunkering down for too long and then losing to capture. So this time I made sure to keep track of how many properties my opponent needs to win. And as of right now, they just need one more property to win. Which means I have to Lightning Strike soon. Even if I don't feel like I have enough units. And save a little bit of money, because maybe I could maybe I could plan out a bomber with a Lightning Strike to completely destroy one side. So I'm thinking of getting a bomber, or maybe even a Mega Tank, just because, well, 2 Neo Tanks, maybe Mega Tank go pew pew. Of course, Max can just sack 3 tanks to it and then have the Neo Tanks go in. So I still prefer the bomber option, until I saw this. This was when I was thinking, okay, no bomber. Mega Tank it is. At least, I would, if this property limit wasn't a thing, I probably would have stayed back just a little bit longer to get more units for a Lightning Strike. Unfortunately, I have to go in, otherwise, well, Max Blast is almost here, and I do not want to get Max Blast before a Lightning Strike. So I go in. Battlecopter, that's a hit. Artillery move in to aim at the Neo Tank. Even getting first strike against Max, this is how strong Max is. So I have to go in this turn, because if I don't interrupt both of these captures, I have to stop them both. I would just instantly lose the game. So, to deal with this capture, I wanted my artillery to shoot at the Neo Tank, so I had my medium tank shoot the pipe. It will break the pipe in which my recon can go in, and shoot that capping infantry. So here's the Lightning Strike. I wanted a bomber, but I'm not getting a bomber with that fighter flying around. So first things first, interrupt this capture. Try to take out that Neo Tank if I can. That's one Neo Tank down. Anti-air kills battlecopter. Attack that attack this anti-air, but keep in mind it's on a property, so it will heal to 3. And because it's Max, Max anti-air will actually do quite a lot of damage, especially with Max Blast ready. I send my battlecopter in anyway to destroy that battlecopter. Try to cripple both of these tanks. At least cripple. Max Blast will still be very powerful. And here's the Max Blast. Just doing so much damage. The medium tank hit over here was definitely a part of the plan, and you'll see what this signifies next turn. Starts trying to capture this one as well. I sent my battlecopter that I built to left just so that I make sure I have enough units to interrupt this capture if necessary. Okay, and so here we are again. Just needs one more capture. If I lose one more city, I just lose, so I have to interrupt both of these captures this turn. And the chances of me actually doing 5 HP of damage against this infantry with my recon, it's not that high. I could get it with a medium tank, except this tank here shot at the medium tank, so now the medium tank cannot interrupt this capture. So I start moving over here because I do not want to see the results of this, at least not yet. And oh, I interrupted this capture. I send one infantry on to the right side, maybe to start recapturing this, being hopeful. And then the moment of truth, I didn't interrupt this capture, which means Max wins by getting the property count to win. So what happened in this game? I think I played a lot worse against this player from the first time I played against Arya. I think I was playing too much not like how Eagle is supposed to play. For example, well, for one, I should not have lost my... I should have seen the power coming and not lose the battlecopter here. And secondly, I should have just did a full retreat. Instead of taking a shot at that tank, I should just pull everything back. Anti-air back, artillery back to cover that anti-air, and just build up my unit count. And then over here, just pull back. Just pull back into the safety of the medium tank. I would have still had also coverage of... Well, this anti-air is probably not going to do much, but he would have done something against the battlecopter. And continuing to fight over here, definitely not a good choice. I lost too many vehicles over here. And as Eagle, I want to keep my vehicle count up so that they can benefit from the lightning strike. And this play over here to just attack anyway, this really forced me to keep engaging a little longer because I have to fight back, otherwise it starts to threaten this base. It's only here when I finally have some breathing room, and I think at that point it's way too late. I lost too many vehicles in the trades. I should have just, after taking this property, I should have just done a full retreat, because how much did I really delay the captures over here? This infantry... No, I think even with all that fighting, this infantry that was capturing this chain would have reached this property at the exact same time. In other words, if I just pulled back and kept my vehicle count up, the amount of properties I would have remained the same. Well, maybe these infantry might be like reach it one turn sooner, but it's definitely not worth losing. I lost a tank, an artillery, an anti-air, another tank, another anti-air. Basically a lot of vehicles that I didn't need to lose. I probably would lose them somewhere else, but having more vehicles as Eagle would have definitely been the key to winning. So, I saw what I did wrong, but just too little too late, and I couldn't come back from it. But that was this game. Hope to try another time against Arya. Maybe I can snag a win eventually, but only time can tell.